What if I told you that teenagers around the world are cashing out on what is known as the multi-billion-dollar sneaker industry? And trust me, I know it sounds crazy, teenagers cashing out on a multi-billion-dollar industry that most people really haven't even heard of. But no, I'm serious. Some of these kids are cashing out to the extent where they actually had to go and buy a Brinks truck to transport all their shoes and money. And it's not just teenagers. Older folks, middle-aged folks, people of all ages, nationalities, origins, all over the world are cashing out on the sneaker industry. And no, it's not the sneaker industry that most of you guys probably think of, like the Nike stores, these big brands cashing out on their own sneakers. No, no, no. I'm talking about people buying these big brands and cashing out, reselling them for crazy, ridiculous prices. And at the moment, the sneaker resale market is worth over $2 billion and on track to be worth about $6 billion in the year of 2025. So if you do the math, that's about a 2 to 3x growth just over the next 5 years, which means this game is rapidly growing at a super fast rate. Now, there's a few different ways that these kids are cashing out on reselling these sneakers. Some are buying at full retail market price, reselling the shoes because they're just so crazy limited. Some people are doing, the outlet game, going to the Nike clearance stores, finding little gems to flip online. And again, guys, some of these sneakers are so hyped and crazy that people are paying over retail prices, some cases holding out, waiting for a higher price and still making a profit even though they paid over retail. And there's just some absolutely game-changing platforms that these kids are cashing out on, some being StockX, GOAT, eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. There's all these sneaker conventions like SneakerCon. There's, consignment stores, all these pop-up sneaker shops. You have just consignment stores you can send your shoes to that will consign them. When they sell, they'll send you a check. So there's literally so many different ways. I even see kids, building up Instagram pages and starting their own sneaker resale website. So if you guys are already subscribed to the channel, I'm already a reseller in most cases. I sell online full-time, random stuff, everyday products. I could go and create my own products as well. But when I see a new market that looks like it could have a lot of upside potential and is currently exploding at the moment, I want to share it, I want to try it out and see if it's actually a lucrative way that, people can go out and make money. The everyday person, the average Joe, the person with a 9-to-5, can they turn this into a legit side hustle to actually go out there and bring some extra profit in every month? Now, like I said, I wanted this to be a way everyone can go out and make money. So I decided to choose something called retail arbitrage, where I'm going to be going to, regular outlet stores, Marshalls and TJ Maxx, places like that where I can actually find shoes that everyone watching this video can find and go and turn a profit. I didn't want to try and get some sneaker release, some super hyped, Yeezy, Off-White, Jordans, or whatever that is, because a lot of these people are using bots. So the average Joe who doesn't really know what they're doing isn't going to be able to take advantage of these online releases and in-store releases. And again, I want this to be a consistent way for you guys to make money. So I think, these outlet stores and things of that nature are always getting new types of products in every single week. So I feel like if I, gave this little business model a try and it worked, it can be something that's going to be consistent, every single month for you guys. And no, I didn't want to just go out there, make this video, try this for one day and see if it works. I wanted to give it 30 full days, seeing, treating it like a side hustle, seeing if I can actually make a decent amount of money. And yes, the 30 days is up and I'm making this video to show you guys my results. I actually did quite well, quite surprisingly well. I'm going to share where I purchased all these shoes I sold, which platforms I used to sell them on, which platforms I think have the most potential to make a lot of money on, and just kind of the whole process. But before going into that, I actually have 2 pairs of shoes I'm shipping out today, one on GOAT and one on StockX. So I'm gonna go ahead, bring you guys with me to the UPS office and ship those out. Alrighty guys, so we're off to the UPS office to drop off these 2 pairs of shoes, one on GOAT, one on StockX. They both were from Marshalls. They're actually the same type of Adidas shoes. I paid about $27 for them on clearance. I sold one for only 50 something bucks on StockX. So I only made a good 12, 13 bucks. Sold the other for I think I've got a payout of about $68 on Goat. I'll have to double check. I'll pop those up on the screen for you guys. So just on this little drop right here, I'm expecting maybe like 45, 50 bucks profit off. To calculate it, I'll let you guys know on the screen. But this is the only kind of downside, is if you're only selling like a couple pair of shoes like every day, and you're having to make trips to the UPS office. If you don't live close to one like I do, like I only live a mile down the road from my UPS office. I know some people live in parts of the country where it's, you know, a 30, 40, 50-minute drive to the nearest UPS office. That might be a problem for you guys. I'm not sure if you can ship through other like carriers, but I know StockX and Goat both have your prepaid shipping label generated through UPS. So if you guys know any more about that, drop it in the comment section below. But as far as I know, you have to ship at UPS in most cases, unless you're doing eBay or stuff like that. But for StockX Goat, generated UPS labels only, that I know of. Again, I could be wrong, so let me know down in the comments. But we're gonna go there, drop these two packages off, and then we're gonna head back and finish out this video. Alrighty guys, now that we're back from the UPS office, I got those two pairs shipped off. The two pairs I actually shipped today were the same exact type of shoe, different sizes. One sold on Goat, one sold on StockX. I actually sourced both of these shoes from Marshalls. They were a good flip, decent, nothing crazy ridiculous. I think I made about 45 bucks profit between the two pairs. But over the last, 30 days, I've basically visited the outlets twice and a Marshalls once. So it wasn't like I put a ton of time into these results. I probably spent a total of 15 hours total sourcing these products, prepping these products, getting them listed on these different websites, and actually bringing them to the UPS store. And to be quite honest, guys, I was crazy surprised at the results I got. It's nothing substantial, but in terms of a side hustle, it was pretty lucrative. So over the 30 days, I was able to flip about 24 pairs of shoes, 19 of those pairs being sold on StockX, the other 5 pairs sold on Goat. I did flip a few pairs of these shoes to my friend, but I'm not gonna be mentioning them in this video because I wanna give it, the opportunity of all online sales, not just something I flipped to my friends. So 24 total sales. I'm gonna break down each pair. I'm gonna be popping them up all over the screen so you guys can see which shoes I got, give you guys a better idea how much I paid, how much profit I made, etc., etc. So the first pair of shoes I got were these Adidas's. I sold them for anywhere between $55 to like $75. I only sold 2 pairs or 3 pairs so far, but they weren't anything special. I picked these up at Marshall's for about $27 on clearance. So totaling, I was averaging about a $15 to a $25 profit after payout. Again, these numbers will be what I actually got paid out from these websites, not how much I sold them for, because there's fees and things like that. The next few pairs I sold, I was able to score a bunch of Ultra Boost 19, some Ultra Boost 2019s, the Oreos, the Pandas, and I made some good profits on them. Adidas was doing 50% off. They're listed at about $100, $50 off of that, getting them for $50. Then I got an additional 10% discount on top of that. So after tax, they came out to about $46 a pair. So as you guys can see, some of these payouts were as high as $100. So on some of these pairs, I was making over 50 profit, some of them only to $25 to $30 profit, but I was able to flip about 6 pairs or 7 pairs of Ultra Boosts, all in that range of profit. So definitely if you're going to the Adidas outlets, the only ones I really found that were really worth a darn are the Ultra Boost, so definitely look out for those. Next is I sold a couple pair of these Neon Air Max 720s. I got them for about $66 after tax. I got them when they had that little 30% sale. So I'm paying $66. I'm getting payouts of about $85 to $90 on these pairs. So Not a super big profit margin, but still 20 bucks a pair. I'll take them. They sold super quickly. Next is going to be the Air Force Ones. I had a video on these shoes. I actually picked up 10 pairs of these and sold them for anywhere between like $109 all the way up to $132. So, I was making a good, I paid $70 plus tax on these, so about 75 bucks with tax. And I was getting payouts of about $100 to $115 after all the fees. So I was making anywhere between, $35 to $45 profit. 10 pairs, you do the math, not a bad day. And then on GOAT, I also sold some more of those Adidas shoes. I sold a few pair of these NMDs. One was a kid, I think they both might have been kid sizes, but one was these super cool. They were like green, red, and black. Cool writing on the back and just stuff like that. But I picked these up at the NMDs I picked up at the Adidas clearance outlet, and I think they're $65 and then 60% off of that. So I got a great deal on those, made anywhere between 30 to 40 bucks. Got the Paul George shoes that they didn't have the box top that I sold from the Nike outlet, only made about a $20 profit on those, so nothing super crazy. Then also I had the women's Ultra Boost from the Adidas clearance outlet. Again, did not have the box top on it. I think I paid around 45 bucks. I only made like 20 bucks on those, but they sold literally within a day, so can't beat that. But overall, guys, my total numbers for the amount I spent on these shoes is $1,411. By the time, after all fees and everything, what I actually got paid out into my bank account, the total ended up being $2,034.66, leaving me with a profit of $623. So in a month's time, I was able to go out, spend $1,400, turn it into over $2,000 in profit, minus a little bit of gas, a little bit of time. I was averaging anywhere from about 30 to 35 bucks an hour at the end of the day. So again, guys, I don't know how lucrative this would be as a full-time business model, but it's definitely something you guys can actually make some extra money, even if it's only 500 to 1,000, 1,500 bucks a month. I only went out twice for a couple hours, didn't put a lot of effort into it, and was still able to profit about 600 bucks. To give you guys a little bit more information on these platforms, StockX, you have to actually have the full perfect condition box. The shoes have to be in perfect condition. They have to be in brand new condition. But the awesome thing about StockX is you can offer a price that you want to get, or you can see what current buyers are bidding on these shoes. And if a buyer has placed a bid that is good enough for you, you can instantly sell that shoe, get an instant profit, ship it out the next day, and get your money within a few days. And if you're finding shoes that, maybe don't have a box, don't have the lid on the box like you find at the outlets a lot, the great thing is you can sell these on GOAT in any condition. It's a little bit different from StockX, but shoes don't really sell as fast that I've had in my experience so far on GOAT as they do on StockX. But if you're finding some really good shoes that aren't in the box, you might find them at Ross or stuff like that, or at the outlets. Don't think you can't just sell them because you can't sell them on StockX. GOAT is still a very great platform, and I actually found that my profit margin was a bit higher on GOAT than it was on StockX. So all in all, do I think this is a legit side hustle? Personally, I do. I think it's awesome. I didn't need that much capital to get started. I think most people probably have 500 to 1,000 bucks that they can gather up to start doing this. The one thing that I really did like about it is you get paid out pretty much within, 2 to 4 days. Even on StockX, I have a fulfillment center or wherever they do to do their verification. It's right down the street from my house, about 3 or 4 miles. So when I send the shoes out today, I'm getting paid tomorrow. So the turnaround time from you spending that money, getting a sale, and actually getting that cash back is super quick. So this will allow for you guys to really start reinvesting back into flipping more sneakers and really grow your capital at a lot faster rate compared to, like, let's say you're getting started on Amazon and you have those 2-week payouts. You have to send the products in, they have to get checked in. So being able to go out and instantly sell sneakers on platforms like StockX, and within a couple days you already have those profits back that you can then go out and start doing more turnaround, it might make more sense to actually, if you only have 500, 1,000 bucks, see if you can go out, make some quick flips, gather up a few $1,000s, and then get into a more lucrative and scalable business model such as Amazon FBA. But all in all, I give this side hustle, an A+. It was fun. It's not very hard. You can look up comps. You can compare different prices on different platforms. Very easy to navigate these platforms. You sign up, super simple, super easy. Again, I don't know if this is necessarily going to be, a full-time business opportunity for someone, but yes, I definitely think you can make $1,000, $2,000 extra a month if you actually really start getting good at this, because again, I don't really know what I'm doing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Really just trying to bring you guys the best ways to make money, whether it's side hustles, main hustles, whatever it is, how to make money on your own terms, on your own time, so you don't have to listen to that horrible boss. That's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed and are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, if you wanna guarantee success on StockX, you're gonna have to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And that's it, guys. Be safe out there in these tough times, and I'll see you guys on the next video.